Tim, I thought that the reaction to the Pacquiao fight was more an indictment of the decision. It wasn't an indictment of you. I mean, you obviously fought a good fight, but you obviously took it very, very personally.
Nah, man, you know, that's what you think, but a lot of people was blaming me. Everybody came after me, man. I didn't do anything wrong. Dude, I got death threats up to my house. I got freaking, I got laughed at. Like, people just. It was a terrible time, man. My kids had to deal with this, in school. People walking up and telling them, your dad didn't win. I mean, come on, man. It was a bad time, man.
Tim, did you have to do anything shut down your Twitter account or your Facebook? You didn't have to go that far.
I didn't shut down. I mean, every morning there was numerous of comments every single morning. I mean, they can start from 5:30 in the morning, and it won't end at like probably 3 in the morning, and it'll start up again the next day, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Somebody's posting something negative about me or just talking crap about. I just can't believe. I was just like, wow, they wake up thinking about me. Unreal, right?
So you weren't retweeting it?
No, I didn't retweet it, man. I tried to I stopped reading, honestly. Because I used to be on the internet and I'm constantly reading articles. If I do an article, maybe you do an article, I'll get on there and I'll read it. Maybe you do an article. I mean, I would read it, but I just stopped completely just reading the internet.
Were your kids proud of you after the next fight, after the fight? Were they, and what did they report to you about the difference in the reaction after that fight?
After the Provodnikov fight?
Yeah, and they went to school and all that.
You know what? They didn't talk much about as far as what happened at school, but it was a different vibe I got from them. They were very proud, that I was able to walk away with that win and to fight the way I did. My son, he's here today. He couldn't stand to look at me. He couldn't believe that I fought the way I fought. He was just like, you're better than that, Tim. You're better than that, You're way better than that. He was like, why did you stand there and fight this guy? All you do is boxing. And he was a little pissed off at me, but he finally got over it. My youngest daughter, she just, they don't know. They're kids. They just, they know what I do. They know what I do. And but it was a different reaction, different feeling from like everybody at school, everybody in the public, especially where I live at. Everybody was just like, wow,
Tim,
made a steal.
Your head that night was actually swollen. What was the first reaction when you saw yourself in the mirror?
Holy shit.
Do you know that you say you don't remember anything between the first and last rounds, and yet there were rounds in there where you reverted to do more boxing? Like instinctively or intuitively or something?
Just instinctively, and I finally decided to listen to my corner because I abandoned the game plan. The whole camp, we boxed the whole camp. But I abandoned the game plan, and it's like Joel was like, if you don't start listening to me, I'm gonna stop this fight. And I'm just like, I'm gonna listen.
When did you abandon the fight plan?
That night before the fight.
Yeah? You are just laying alone and thinking about what this meant to everybody?
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of this guy. I'm gonna beat him down. I'm going to him. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm going to him. I don't care what anybody say. I'm going to take him out. The night before the fight, I just vowed, and my wife was scared because I had spoke with her that night, and I told her about it, what my plans were, and she was like, don't do it, and she cried that night because she knew what I was going to do, and that's the reason why when it happened after the first round, in the second round, she got up and left because she already knew the plan. She already knew my plans. She knew it wasn't going to get any better. But I started listening to Joel. I started moving around the ring, and I found some success doing that. And every time I got still, man, I would get hurt every time. Every time I sat still, he would land a good shot on me and hurt me. And every time I kept moving, I was doing very well.
Well, you hurt him a few times too.
I hit him with the kitchen sink, man, and the dude laughed at me, man. I just couldn't believe it, man. I hit him with a combination. He laughed at me, and he was just like, "Come on." I'm just like, "What the fuck is this kid?"
Tim.
It's like I'm gonna just keep popping him, eating him up. Hey, sooner or later he'll swell up, and he did. After the fight, I was swollen, he was swelled up too. I mean, both eyes was damn near shut, and his face was swelled up like.
Is it curious to you why everybody asks you about your reaction and how you will react from that fight. But I don't recall anybody asking how the other guy is going to react. Like he's supposed to be that way.
Okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes, like a lot of people, one in particular trainer, Freddie Roach, he's curious on how I'm gonna react, and he's curious on how Ruslan's gonna react too.
Right.
He just said that like, wow, you guys took a beating, and they say, well, most fighters don't come back, they're different, or whatever, for whatever reason for taking a beating like that. But with me, I can always tell through my training, if I'm ready or if I'm not. I can always tell.